Good morning, everybody. Colin Tansley from Intellect Group. It's just a very quick video to give you a quick update about IRIS, the Intellect Risk Insight System. Very relevant for those of you that operate in the regulated space for the purposes of money laundering, anti-money laundering. So I'm just going to run through a couple of things. We've made some changes on the system, which are enhancements basically. So all there to help you or make your job that little bit easier, really. So I'm just going to talk you through what we've done so far. So as I've said, IRIS is very relevant to those who are in designated businesses, regulated businesses, license, whatever you want to call them. For those of you that work or have to adhere to the regulations in relation to money laundering. But really, there are assessments in here that will, for any organisation who prefers to be safe, secure and compliant. So in particular, the cyber risk assessment, the fraud risk assessment, etc., which I'm not going to touch on today, but they are in the system. So these are the relevant assessments we've got at the moment. So we've got a business risk assessment, very thorough, 5 different areas that will walk you through, and you answer certain questions. And like with all the assessments, the end product is traffic lighted, and you can then document your decisions to how you intend to manage that particular risk or mitigate it. So we've got a customer risk assessment as well. And we've also got a customer risk assessment light for what's known as DNFB, designated non-financial businesses, so accountants and such like. So there are some exemptions, certainly on the Isle of Man, about identity. So we've reduced some of the questions on that one. We've also got a technology risk assessment. So if you're taking on some technology, you're obliged to conduct a risk assessment so that that particular technology doesn't expose you to your organisation being manipulated for money laundering. So we've got that as well. And we've also got an introducer risk assessment. So if there's a third party bringing business to you, the guidance is you should be risk assessing them as well. So that's a distinct risk assessment standalone that we've developed as well. What we've also done is created a reminder. So if you are conducting these sorts of assessments, then you may need to revisit it in 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, depending on your own internal processes. So we've now set reminders, very, very easy to use. You select the assessment, you put the name of the reminder, you set what if it days, months, and it tells you the date. And what happens then, on that day, it will send you an email saying you've got this particular assessment to revisit. So very, very easy, very simple. We've added a resources page. So these are all online resources that are very relevant to the world of due diligence and money laundering. So you'll see there's some, we've been quite broad with that, some global ones. We intend to continue to add to these, but they're all entirely relevant to due diligence work and the assessment, of course. So how can IRIS help you? It's a systematic and consistent approach to risk assessments. I know from my experience of working with regulated businesses that sometimes it can be quite difficult to do that. You do need to be consistent in the way you approach this sort of thing so that you're able to demonstrate everybody's gone through a very, very similar process. It's dead easy to use. It's been made simple. You've only got to look at the testimonials on the website that will confirm that for you. And I think everything's in one place. It's all online. It's all as secure as we can make it. You haven't got multiple Excel spreadsheets here and there. It keeps records. That's really important. That's protect you and protect your clients. You're able to document your decisions on a downloadable report, which then you can use as your permanent record of how you reach that particular decision. And I cannot emphasize enough how important that is. Very cost effective. It's just over £10 a week, and the beauty of it is we'll also give you 50% off our CPD certified e-learning courses. So we're trying to make it as attractive and as easy to use as possible. So if you want to know more, please visit the website. The URL there is floating across the bottom of the page, or you can contact me direct. If you want an online demo, which lots of people take advantage of, it doesn't take long to set up. It doesn't take long to show you what's in there, 15, 20 minutes. And if you've got questions, I'm more than happy to sort of go through them with you. So feel free to get in touch. I hope that's been helpful. Don't hesitate to visit the site. There's lots on there. There are some free assessments as well, which will give you a feel of how the whole system operates. Thank you very much for listening. I will update with our next enhancements very soon. Thank you.